Hello, everybody. Welcome to the call. I'm Aaron Den, coming to you from El Dorado Hills, Northern California. I am extremely excited. It has been an incredible year so far, and we are so blessed to be on here to be able to share with all of you. Anyhow, a little bit about myself for those of you who we haven't had a chance to connect yet. Been with Neora now, finishing up our fourth year, and like I said, it has been an incredible journey. We're so blessed. I've been in this industry prior to this for quite some time now, almost 2 decades now, and I have never experienced something quite like the company that we're a part of today. Neora is incredible by what they are and what they do, being able to connect corporate and the field, and having this marriage of synergy, and truly building a family. Speaking of a family, of course, I build this business as a family. It's myself, my wife Kathy, and we have a beautiful 5-year-old daughter, Annabella. And it's such a blessing to be able to be home with them and to be able to build this business. One of the biggest questions that I normally always get is people always ask me, balance how do I balance between business and family? And of course, there's multiple parts to this, but the biggest part of it all is you have to be intentional. Being intentional about how you plan. Like, we plan our business, we plan our day, we plan our week, we plan our month for our business. We have to kind of do the same thing for our family. We have to be intentional. I think the biggest challenge that most people have is they have an inaccurate definition of balance when it comes to this business. They think that balance has to be two completely equal parts consistently all the time. And that's not the case when it comes to a business, right? Sometimes you have to have more business than family, and sometimes you have to have more family than business, right? When there are conference events or when you're traveling, of course, it's more business than family. But of course, through the holiday seasons and anniversaries and birthdays, you have a little bit more family than business. But it all comes down to being intentional about it. So what we try to do, of course, is if we have to do business, if we have to travel, if we have conference or whatnot events, we tend to plan out our trips, and we also tend to plan out a second trip for the family, just so that our daughter has something to look forward to, and she's not complaining that we're leaving or whatnot, and she's more excited that we go do the business, because she knows that after that she gets kind of her reward, right? And another thing that we do is we understand that this is our business, and we have control of our time. I think the mistake for a lot of people is that they let time control them instead of controlling it. You want to plan out your day. You want to make schedules so that it fits in with what you're doing. So you have to find that rhythm and that system that works for you. For me, when people tell me, "Oh, I don't have the time. I don't. I have all this. I have all these things going on," I tell them, just get up earlier. That's what I do. So I have this thing called the 5 a.m. club, right? And I realize that this is what works for me. Getting up early. All I'm doing is sacrificing, and I have a discipline. Then I get up early, and from 5 a.m. until about 7 a.m., I'm getting as much done as I can. I've learned that the energy that you carry when you wake up in the morning, it carries you throughout the rest of the day. So I try to get as much as I can done from 5 a.m. till about 7 a.m. And what am I getting done? I am doing as much of the 10 core as I can. I'm getting on social media. I'm creating content. I'm not consuming content, and I'm sharing information. I'm sharing third-party tools. I'm sending out information. I'm creating connections. I'm doing as many follow-ups as I can from those 2 times. Of course, replying to messages and everything else, of course, until about 7 a.m. From around 8 o'clock, I'm getting my daughter ready for school. I take her to school. of course, with Kathy and myself. And as soon as we drop her off at school, then of course we're out there running some errands, right? But once again, as we're out there running our errands, you have to be intentional. Again, when we're out running errands, we are very intentional about being kind, about creating connection, about smiling and saying hi to people and carrying that energy that we want to attract, right? Jim Rohn says that success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person that you become. And we want to attract the business to us. We're not, see, we don't want to wait for business to come to us. We want to attract that business to us, right? So we want to create business while we're out. I do that business. See, something that I after once my daughter started going to school, and I'm dropping her off at school, I've learned a lot from her. And she's in kindergarten. She's going to first grade now. And something I've learned from kids, from watching kids, is that when I take her to school and I'm coming around that corner, as soon as we get into the parking lot or whatever, she has her window down. She's saying hi to everybody. She's waving at everybody. She knows everybody's name, and if she doesn't, she's gonna make the effort to get to know that person. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to maybe take kids to a park, a playground, or something like that. If you have, you know what I'm talking about, right? You send them off, and within minutes, they seem to just connect and get to know everybody. And soon they're like best friends and making appointments to hang out and having these parties and all these things. See, I think that somewhere down the line, as we get older, the programming that we get, it holds us back. There's no stop button when you're a kid, right? But as we get older, somehow it's not cool to say hi or to wave to people or to smile or whatever the case may be. So definitely, when you're out there, be very, very intentional about connecting with people. You cannot build this business hiding at home. You cannot build this business not telling people what you do or carrying that right energy. But the key is finding that rhythm that works for you. So I do my business early in the morning, and I also do it later on in the evening, and that's worked for myself. So what you want to do is find a rhythm and a system that works for you. Be consistent on it. The key is to make sure that you're opening your business every single day, like a traditional business. That's how we look at it. Every single day, I'm consistently opening my doors, sharing a third party tool, sharing a product, whatever the case may be. Opening my doors, and you want to find that rhythm that works for you. When you do, I'm going to tell you, you're going to be unstoppable. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I'm Aaron Din. That is my time. And we'll see you all soon. Bye.